Archie, luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind the family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxie show. Archie flies where the dragon soared to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York, what show? Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delights. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground, comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust, has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all that cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Tongues on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, hello, hello.
This is Mark Goldberg introducing Archie Luxury from his father's garage.
Hello,
Beautiful.
how are you?
I'm well. It's a little bit of a sad day here at the Archieverse, I think. But you've got news to share. I think we'll have to talk about it. But where are you today?
Yeah, so look, guys, I am just at my dad's house. I've had a few personal issues, okay?
Have you? What happened?
Yeah. A few personal issues. Namely, I had to sell watches. I have sold yeah, it was done yesterday. So basically what's happened is, guys,
Wait. I feel like we should get a couple of super chats so that you can tell them what you did. It's fairly momentous news. Let's hold out a little bit. How many watches did he sell? Which ones are they? Which ones does he still have? I feel like let's build the suspense. We're only 4 minutes in. We've got 70 punters here, more piling in. Like, calm down. Let's get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. How are you being my favorite dog? Oh my God! You know,
who? What? What? Oh my God! What? What's happening? And why are you in the garage of your father's house? Is it like going to a convent?
Oh my God! You know what happened, don't you? You know when I did this deal, right?
No, don't reveal the details.
I had to photograph what I sent. I'm just downloading these files.
I
got seller's remorse.
Well, we'll talk about that after a few more of these super chats, like this one right here.
Super chat. Where have you
been?
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's getting painful. Okay, Mark, you've got a super chat. John C, $2. Arch, how does it feel to be debt free? Well, I'm not actually debt free. We've still got the lease, BMW finance, and 2 mortgages. But
well, we'll get there. So you're not debt free, but it'll make some kind of dent, right?
There's no Dave Ramsey debt free scream. That's what you're asking for.
Well, we could talk about that. Baby steps. But Dave Ramsey has 7 baby steps. You're only on the first one, but
no. We got the $1,000 emergency fund. We're going for the debt snowball. We're in baby step 2, debt snowball. Okay.
There you go.
Biggest.
Okay, good. No, smallest to biggest, not biggest. Smallest. Smallest to biggest.
It's smallest to biggest. What I feel sad about, can I tell you?
Well, as long as you don't reveal information that we can get a super chat for, because God knows we need it. Look, here's one right now. Super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got a super chat. T. Dalt Gruner, $2. What car is behind you? That's my Audi. It's my dad's Audi Q2. It's a Q2. And it's the premium edition because it's blacked out. It hasn't got the chrome. It's got the black.
Now, what do you think of the Audi Q5?
You know what? I actually look, the thing about German cars is actually there's a great guy who gives car advice. He's a Toyota expert. And he made a video about cars. And you know what he said?
What's that?
He said there's 3 things: performance, reliability, and price. He said you can get 2, but you very rarely can get 3.
Oh boy, we got a full house all of a sudden.
Full house.
All of a sudden.
So Archie, let me get this right. You sold the Bluesy and the Explorer 2.
We're not revealing that at the moment.
We haven't said yet.
Have you got rocks in your fucking head?
Well, we haven't.
You sold the Bluesy.
You know what made me do that is the fact I wanted to piss you off. That's what it is.
No.
Wait.
Archie, you pissed me off.
No.
You pissed me off enough having the Audi menstruation edition, blood red period.
Hey,
Marky.
Can I show you a new watch that I'm considering? Can I show you a watch?
Yeah. Is it the Tudor tampon? Because I've been ordering for the Tudor tampon myself.
Okay,
is it the Gold Samantha?
I'll give you a clue.
Harry, turn your mic up. You're not loud enough.
Share screen. He's only kidding, Terry. Don't touch your mic.
No, turn it up, Terry. I can't hear you.
No, don't. He's fucking with you.
Yeah,
come on, Arch, put it up, big boy. Am I in the garage? Is your wife?
He's not firing people. He's not firing people.
Has your wife kicked you out?
This is what I'm looking at. Let me show you.
What happened?
I'll show you what I'm looking at. Tell me, this at least is a Rolex.
Oh, it's a
fucking
Cellini.
garbage. Arch, that is fucking garbage. What the hell is wrong with you? It's a Shitolini. I tell you what, Arch, that would go really well with the menstruation Q2 because they're both shitters.
Oh, I think it's.
We got a super chat.
Do we?
We got another super chat here.
Oh,
sorry, we missed one.
Did we?
We missed one. Rusty's Watches.
Look at that.
£2. News. Someone has stolen all Cartier customer data. Yes, I got a warning. I got an email from Cartier to say security has been breached. Yes,
well, I have a Cartier and I didn't get one of those. Did you buy a new Cartier?
Yeah, I bought some. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because so did I, and I haven't received the email, but we'll have to check it out. Thank you, Rusty, for that disturbing bit of information.
Archie, listen, I'm disappointed that the Paul that we knew back in the day that would do, watch reviews on Pavel, the shitters, he wouldn't touch any of us. He'd keep the classics like the Explorer 2, the Bluesy. And what have you done? You've gone against your own fucking advice.
He's evolving. He's evolving.
No, he's going back to the chimp-like state.
He's devolving. He's devolving.
You know what really annoys me? I'm an anal, retentive person. My dad has parked his car on the most horrible angle. Does that annoy you, Mark?
No.
Like my dad's parked his car.
I'm annoyed by many things, but the angle.
Can you look how he's parked this? He's parked it on the carpet.
Listen,
I'm gonna have to move it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move this. Okay.
He's a little old. You're lucky he doesn't hit the garage door on the way in.
Nice shorts, Arch.
Everybody, look at Archie getting in on the wrong side of the car.
He does.
Why is there a sofa in the garage?
Oh, because Archie sleeps there.
What the fuck?
It's a pull-out sofa, HR.
Hey Archie, I've got to be honest. This really is the Archie Luxury show. Living in a fucking garage.
Yeah, this is where I live, fuckface. This is my home, fuckface.
It could be a storage unit. At least it's a garage.
This is like the Archie. No, this is like the Paul Poverty show. You fucked up again, Arch.
Lolex, I have a Terry, I have a question for a gay man on Pride Month. Is Archie okay wearing those black socks with those khaki shorts? Opinions, please, on Archie's black socks with khaki shorts. Thank you for your opinion.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he poor guy can't help it. He cares more about what he wears on his wrist than he does his wardrobe. So.
Okay, you know what? That's 100% true. You know, he met Terry Thierry, the president of Patek, wearing those shorts and a Rolex. He wasn't even wearing a Patek. Okay,
Mark.
Yeah,
I don't think he speaks American. Let him off.
Well, you don't speak American either.
I know, but I'm intelligent.
We have three people. Terry is very, very bright. He's a little autistic-y, but he's super bright. Listen, guys.
A little.
We are three people separated by common languages. That's all. What happened?
I got to be honest. I'd never buy a Q2. That car doesn't know what it is. Is it a small car? Is it an SUV? The fucker can't even get out of it. Mike.
Wait, Mike. Do not talk to HR. Do not answer his questions. Do not let him bait you. Just don't talk to him, Mike.
Mark, I haven't even said anything, you cuck.
Yes, but you're going to. You're going to rake him over the coals, and then, Mike, you're going to answer him. Mike, just don't defend yourself.
Hi, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
The correct answer
Mike,
is
how are you?
We got another super chat in. John C. Pizza Taylor. He'll never afford a 911. See, this camera also makes me look thinner. Do you see me? I've lost 20 kilos.
Wait a minute. You're wearing a larger shirt, which is not a bad thing. Let's have a close look at you. Hold on. You do look thinner. What happened? Just get breakfast?
Mike, I'm just catching up on the streams. Mike, I'm catching up on the streams. Apparently you did something to your leg. What happened?
Terry, sucking it down. Terry, go.
You know the story. I've said it in your presence enough times already.
I haven't been on the stream for a while.
Out of the bottle, Terry.
Yeah.
Out of the bottle.
I injured my leg. It's getting better.
How did you injure it?
Life goes on.
You know. He forgot to put his foot down on the turn. Come on, leave him alone.
No, you didn't put your foot down. You didn't.
You know what?
When are you doing a U-turn?
Don't talk
That's
to
the first thing you do there, Mark.
Don't
When
talk
you
to
buying
him.
the goats up?
All right, listen, guys. Archie has some announcements he wants to make, and I'm going to let him make them kind of soon, but not quite yet. We do have a big audience here. We got 131 punters in and more loading in. Archie has done some sales. Nobody knows, except for me, what he sold, what he kept, how much he got. We'll talk about all of that. We just need to get ourselves up a little bit more on the cashola. So if you've ever been inclined to super chat, now is the time. But stay tuned. Don't hang up. We're going to reveal.
He's buying a goat sub.
We're going to reveal everything.
Hey, Marky. Well, listen. Let's do a slight topic change. I'm getting married in 3 weeks. I'm wearing a beige linen suit. What sort of shoes should I wear?
Oh no, we got to ask Terry. Terry, he's wearing a beige linen suit. What kind of shoe? Brown shoes, right?
Yeah, but what style? Monk shoes, derbies, loafers?
Well,
Come
Terry
on, Terry.
used to work in the shoe department at Harrods. He knows.
I did, yes, I did. So he wouldn't. The Oxfords and the Derby shoes. You're right. And Lux was actually the best. And then
What about a loafer?
Also, huh?
A loafer?
Yeah, the loafer. But you know something, you can't really wear a square toe loafer with a suit, so it don't look right. Huh?
It's going to be a horse bit loafer. A horse bit
right,
loafer.
So yeah. But I'll tell you what, though, who actually makes the best shoes in England? Pierce Brosnan wore them when he was 007. Churches makes the best dress shoes for men, period.
Here in this country, Churches makes the best fried chicken.
Terry, I've put a link in the chat. What do you think? I've put a link in the chat, Terry. What do you think?
Super chats. We'll put a link in the private chat.
We got a super chat. We got a super chat.
But first,
super chat. Mobster, $5. Would you agree gay people rely on straight people to produce more gay people?
Of course, well, yes. Although we have started to manufacture them, but in China, so there's a lot of tariffs. But yes, we're working on eliminating you people. But right now, we need you.
What do you get for £100 though, other than just the leather upper? You get,
Terry, we're not doing the shoes quite yet. We're going to do this super chat. So yeah, we would agree, right? Archie, you agree with McMobster? How about this one? Super chat.
Hey,
super chat.
Yes, I definitely would agree with that there. Okay, here we go. We've got John
buttons.
C, $2. HR, why is the Bluesy the best Rolex?
Let me answer that one, Paul. You know why? Because let me answer, because when I go into the disciplinary meetings and I sit down and say you're fired from your fuckface, and the bluesy shimmers, the yellows, the steels, the blue face, it really it puts the nail in the coffin. I say, yeah, fuck off. That's why. Get out of my way, bluesy owner coming through.
How do you tell a guy to fuck off when you're wearing a bluesy and he pulls out his wrist from under the cuff and he's wearing the full gold blue?
Well, then I bow down and kiss the ring.
Does your dick shrink? Do your balls go straight up into your abdomen? Like, what happens?
No, my willy goes up a bit because it's a lovely watch there. You know this, Mark?
I actually had a hookup today.
Well, Terry, do tell.
Was it with an animal?
Yeah.
Tell us what happened, Terry. Grinder? Like,
he met me for coffee. And he's married.
Coffee date.
And so we went back to his place and sort of,
Does his wife know he dabbles?
No, his wife knows nothing about it. So
where was
she?
How did
you feel about that?
I was on Forsyth Street, and he kind of gave me a signal. So, and he. And he kind of, so it was like
Grinder or was it Scruff?
It wasn't Grinder. I think it was Growler. So something like
Growler.
that.
So,
Growler.
He's like mid-40s. So.
Was he skinny and hairless?
Average. He was average build. So I can't afford to be picky because I've been laid in like 7 years. So.
Did we break the dry spell today?
So he was average build.
But
how was he as a lover?
Yeah, did we break the dry spell?
Well, no. I mean, it's just he's cute, but he's very good. He's very good. But
wait, did you seal the deal? Did you do the deed?
Yeah, I did. But
I always clap for Terry.
I always use protection, so there
you go. So you can no longer say it's been 7 years. It's been 7 minutes.
Right. So.
All right. Well, good for you. Listen, we need to get to this super chat right here.
Okay.
And go ahead and you read it, Archie, but I would like to answer it.
Sure. Here we go. We got a super chat. Lolex, $2. Okay, Mark. Let's get a taste of what Archie has done.
All right, just a taste. Archie, just work with me, not against me. Just back the truck up, and what we'll do here for this little beautiful little super chat, for which we are grateful. Thank you, baby Jesus, amen. We're going to reveal that Archie has sold somewhere between 3 and 5 watches. We will narrow this down as time goes, but somewhere.
Let me explain.
Could be 3, could be 4, could be 5.
I want to explain.
Just a little. Go ahead.
I want to explain what happened. So basically, guys, the start of this year, I was coming out of some depression. And last year, September last year, I got a HELOC. And I basically started an orgy of spending. I decided, you know what? Let's get a few breguets. I didn't just get one breguet. I got 3. I upgraded, then I got it back, and I bought another one. And then I bought silly things. I bought things like the IWC.
Pens. Boxes.
IWC. I bought IWC.
Stamps.
And then I bought the Seika. I bought a couple of things. I bought some pens. Yes, actually, I do have pens here.
Too many.
I have pens. Let's see.
Wait. You mean you traveled from your house to your father's house with the pen box?
Yes, I love my pens.
Why do you travel?
I might want to write something down.
You brought 10 pens across town in case you might want to write something.
But I forgot. They're fountain pens. Half of them are fountain pens, and I forgot the ink.
You know what? That reminds me a lot of. Can you guess what that reminds me of?
No, tell me.
It reminds me very much of when you went to Bangkok on the hunt for Nana Kim and put up posters and juice traps all over Nana Plaza, but forgot to put your phone number on any of the posters.
Yes. So let me just explain to you what happened. So anyhow, I then went to Geneva. Tan said go to Geneva. I went to Geneva, and then I realized a couple of things, okay? I started paying Eddie, and after I paid Eddie, I then realized I didn't really have much money to pay myself or Luxipoo. And so then, what do I do? Well, I tell you, we had to do, difficult things had to be done. So in my case, I thought, what the fuck do I do? And I had actually chalked up my credit card. Like I got my credit card, my NAB, okay, National Australia Bank Platinum Visa. I got a $10,000 limit. It was pretty well. Pepsi Maxi, okay,
Maxi pad.
I even applied for a Commonwealth Bank card. I didn't even realize the reason I was applying for it was because I was spending too much. I got $15,000 limit maxed out, and I started using horrible things like Zip. I don't know if you have Zip. It's an online credit card. They don't even give you a credit card when you want to buy something. They generate a card for you to use. And actually, I bought most of the pens with Zip.
You know what? We have something similar here. We call it gambling.
So anyhow, I then owed money to the tax, that's the IRS, you guys would say. And I thought, fuck me, Dad, what have I done? And my HELOC, I was just taking money out of the HELOC to keep the payments going. And then I realized something. In 2.5 months' time, I wouldn't have any HELOC left.
You mean you would have spent the full sum of the HELOC loan available to you?
And I thought, okay, that's really got to stop. We got to stop. If you're in a hole,
Wow.
Let's answer that, Mike. If you are in a hole,
Diabetes calling.
Stop digging. You understand?
Yes.
Stop digging. That's what you need to do. You need to stop digging. So in my case, I thought, right, stop. And I started to feel the market. And some difficult decisions had to be made because before we actually bring up the watch collection, let me explain. I think you'd have to say, Marky, you may not have liked all my choices, but there were some really nice watches.
Oh, I think you did. I think you made some good decisions here. I'm not sure you're done, but listen, I have a question for you. Are you ready to reveal? Because I have one more request of the punters before we reveal, but it's an easy one. Let's just look and see how many likes there are on this stream, because we got 153 people in here right now. So let me just look and see. We can do a number.
Whiskey makes you get the munchies.
Likes are free. Give me a second. And then when we get to that, the
Who's
right
having
number
whiskey?
of likes, we will reveal all.
So the truth is, guys, I had gone a bit crazy on the spending, and some, I don't know why it's not bringing this up.
Guys, we have 7 likes, and we have 156 people in here. Now we have 8 likes. Get me up to 60 likes. 60. Just everybody quick, just hit the like button on this stream, so it'll help Archie's channel, and then I'll make Archie tell you everything. It won't take but a couple minutes to do it. Just everybody hit the like, and we will be ready to go. In the meantime, we just saw Terry drinking out of the fucking bottle and now eating random snacks, having gotten his pee-pee wet earlier this afternoon. Am I right, Terry?
You know something? I priced 2 watches that Archie used to own, and it was the Gold Sub and the blue Maserati dial Daytona. Together for those 2 watches, okay? You could get both of them, which is like a done deal, right? But because they're perfect.
Yes.
Close to £70,000 for both of them. The Daytona with the Maserati blue dial,
Yes.
and the Gold Sub with the blue dot. £70,000. In America, it'd be about $60,000. So, and that's pre-owned with box and papers. But I think for some reason, those were the 2. If I was Archie, I would have kept. The reason being is because the blue Maserati dial, that's a rare one. They don't do that anymore. And the blue dial sub.
Well, out of Archie's current collection, and guys, we're up to 15 likes. I need a few more, so just take a quick second. When we get a bunch more likes, we're going to reveal all. Terry, out of Archie, and I'm going to ask you too, Mike. Terry, out of Archie's current collection, as we know it, give me 2 watches that you would have sold out of his current collection.
I mean, I wouldn't have sold the Explorer 2 because.
Well, what would you have sold? Give me 2. Come on.
The Brigades, yeah, because here's the reason why.
Give me 2 watches that you would have sold.
The Brigade one that he had that was the dress watch, and the other one that was the classic watch that had like the dial. That
so you're to sell the white dial Brigade. What else? Well, give me one more.
And the one that had the mechanical workings inside showed on the dial.
Okay, that's the traditional. Thank you, Terry. Mike, 2 of our.
Yeah, I have to get rid of that brown Pam, 2-hand Pam.
Sold the Pam,
and probably gotten rid of the gunshot. Zenith.
Well, I'm here to tell you, Mikey, that you're half right. But which half, I don't know. And is Terry right a little or completely wrong? I'm going to let Archie reveal.
Okay, guys, so I just grabbed a sarsaparilla from my dad's refrigerator.
That's my favorite soft drink.
Can I tell you something?
Oops. I can't. Archie, fix this.
I was told to buy independent only, not corporate brands.
I don't know. Something's wrong with StreamYard today.
It's not just me. All right. Well, look, we'll do this instead. Fuck, I can't change anything.
Okay, let me explain.
Can you fix this? Can you fix this?
Let me explain it to you guys. So I had a very, very tricky time. I had to get rid of some things. I couldn't keep everything. For starters, here's the first clue of what's kept, because I'm wearing the fucking thing.
Well, we can't see it because you're not big. Can you try and make yourself be the big
I am.
one?
I'm full screen there. It's the Pam. I'm keeping the Pam.
You're not full screen. I'm full screen.
Oh no, it's full screen.
Does it showing you as full screen?
Yep.
Guys, who are you? Listen, a panel. Mike, who are you seeing full screen? Me or Archie?
Archie, full screen.
Okay, great. Well, StreamYard's fucked today, but continue.
Yeah, if I go over to my other module, sometimes it plays a different screen at times.
All right. Continue, please.
Okay, so let me tell you this, guys. I had a haircut yesterday. I don't know if you noticed that.
You're looking dapper.
Super chat.
So let me say to you, what I decided to do is it's very hard because some pieces. Okay, so let me tell you a couple of things. Okay,
Just keep the suspense going. Do the super chat.
Bob's to $2. Women have too many holes. Would you? No, definitely not.
I myself, I might possibly agree. That is a funny question. Super chat. Ken Fresno.
Ken Fresno, $2. Helock, come back. Give us the drum. Helock, come back. Give us the drum. Helock, come back.
Give us the drum. Okay, this is going to be an interesting super chat. Super chat. Read it, Archibald.
Super chat. Ken Fresno, $2. Terry, discuss at length what you have sold.
What I would have sold would have been the Zenith and the Explorer two-tone. I mean, the Savannah two-tone. But I would have kept the Explorer 2. And I would have gotten rid of 2 of the Brigades. I would have kept the LUXURIA and the Speedmaster. Because the Speedmaster's rare. The LUXURIA is going to be rare.
Speedmaster's not rare, is it, Mark?
No.
You can't
Everyone's
get rid of
got one of those.
that. You know?
Speedy's not
But
rare,
the Savannah, they are somewhat rare, yeah, because like the newer ones are like way different than the older ones were like 40 years ago. So I mean, like, they are somewhat rare. But and here's the thing, honestly, I love your Savannah. Honestly, if I had the money, I would have bought it from you for £10,000 if I had the money. But
Yes.
I love it. But here's the thing. The one that is like always going to be the most beautiful is the all gold Savannah with the blue diamond bezel. It's always going to be the hallmark of the Savannah line.
I cannot argue that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
Terry, would
let me
you?
just- yeah, okay, let's
Wait, but I have a
talk
question
about
for
this.
Terry. Terry, would you bottom for a man wearing a full gold Submariner?
it depends on how drunk I am.
Well, right now you're drinking out of the bottle. You've been drinking
Great
right
answer.
out of the bottle. You chugged.
Okay, let me just tell you this. 2 Rolexes have gone. I no longer own a Rolex.
Brrr. Both Rolexes
Wow.
are gone.
So this Bluesy
Ding.
and the Explorer 2 gone.
Gone. Kaput. Foo. Can you believe it? The Pontiff no longer owns a two-tone bluesy.
I don't own a Rolex. No Rolex. Because
What?
they-
No.
you know,
Why?
It's a good question, Terry.
Why'd you sell the Explorer 2?
Yeah.
I needed the money.
Little boy
No, you're
blue.
never gonna
He
get
wanted to
another
get
one.
to the other side. I wanted to get to the other side.
Yeah, I know, but you're never gonna be able to buy an Explorer 2 now because it. Oh, why?
I'm going to log out and log back in and see if this fixes it. So I shall be back in a minute.
The Explorer 2 is like the Keeper Deeper, you know.
I know what it is, but I needed the money.
Well, we all need money, but I mean, though, what? Unless we're billionaires, but
I needed the money, Terry.
you know. Well, I feel sorry for you, Archie. I really do. You had to do that because the Rolex, like the Explorer 2, those are like they said in the next 3 years, the Explorer 2 is going to get a hell of a lot harder to find new and used.
Who said this?
The executive vice president guy from Rolex himself.
I don't think I'd believe anything those fuckers would say.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so the 2 Rolex are gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to go up in price.
Terry, what watch did you wear to your coffee date where you broke a 7-year dry spell?
My Edox. It's a diver.
I see. So it was able.
He didn't have a watch on.
It was able to withstand the lube. Water-based or silicone?
He didn't wear a watch.
I understand that. Now I've asked you another question: water-based or silicone lube?
Silicone.
All right, there you go. That's my man. So Archie is now Rolex-less. You've had a two-tone bluesy ever since the 16613, the aluminum bezel ones. You've had that for decades now. How's it feel? Does it feel funny?
It does. I've got, you know, the terrible. Can I tell you the okay? The other thing is, okay. I needed to raise a lot of money. Okay.
I know.
I needed to raise $50,000 Australian. Okay.
Otherwise,
35 US. That's a lot of money just to pluck out of your ass when things are very tight. I've also, can I tell you something else I sold? I did a show the other day and somebody wanted to buy the box I bought from Keslovitz.
Well,
you know, the wooden box?
Yeah.
The box?
You dragged all the way back from Geneva.
Yeah, I got my money back, $1,000.
Oh, you did. Good for you. That was a good idea.
Because I no longer have. Look, it just get rid of it. It's $1,000 fucking dollars. It helps me.
Can you put that 1,000 into a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage so that at least...
Actually that's not a heritage, but that's beautiful.
Right, not a
that
heritage.
is a.
These are such a good deal. I don't know. They're like $2,900 US if you get a black one. 42 millimeter. They, by the way, you like bigger. This watch comes in 36, 42, 44, and 46.
Wow.
So
that's a nice watch.
Right, and you can get it in
it doesn't,
any color, any size.
No.
So guys, I'll be back in 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be back.
There's no helium escape knob on it.
No, you know what though? That's a good question, Mikey. No, there is not.
Then I like it a lot.
There is no irritating, and it's cheap. Well,
then I like it a lot.
All right, look, here you go. So look, see, no helium escape valve, no wart. It's 500 meters.
I saw one the other day for 3,400.
I fucking love it.
That's too much, but maybe your market, you know, maybe it's more in England. I
absolutely love it. I love it to death.
And it's only 13.3 millimeters, and for
and
whatever reason,
coat.
it doesn't feel thick at all.
Is that the coat?
Well, what?
Is that the coat?
Coat.
COLT coat. You know, like
No. It is a Super Ocean.
Okay.
Super Ocean. Look, see at the bottom there? Super Ocean.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of their Seamaster 300 Heritage.
Well, no.
Here's the thing.
That would be an Omega. This is a Breitling.
I was told,
fuck! That tells you what planet I'm on, dude.
but here's something I got to tell you guys. Okay.
Well, let me just show you, Terry. Hang on one quick second. It's got little micro adjustments.
Breitling is not privately owned
shut
anymore.
the fuck up. It's got some little micro adjusts on the side there. It's like, Terry, you gotta like, I'll give you a chance, but don't interrupt it. Anyway, here's the worst thing you can say about this, Mikey, is clip. It's that, stamped folding clasp. That's the only thing that's like a little chintzy about it. Terry, you're up.
So here's the thing. I actually found out the other day. Okay, so Breitling is no longer privately owned. They're owned by a third party international private
Investment
share
group.
company
And they have
now,
been for like 4 years now.
and
4 or 5
they're
years.
not privately owned anymore. So a lot of watch dealers anymore, I found this out, they're not wanting to buy watches associated with Swatch Group or any of that. They only want to deal with independent brands like Rolex, Huda, ones like that.
Breitling is still considered an independent brand.
They used to be, but last
My dad's got chocolate in the fridge.
That's just wrong, Terry. You're just giving wrong information now. It's owned by an investment group, but it's not owned by the Swatch Group or any of the other groups that own a number of watch brands. Therefore, it's still considered an independent. Mr. Pluta. All right, so you've sold off both rollies. What'd we get?
I lost money on the sub.
How do you lose money on a sub?
Market went down. I also lost money on the Explorer because it was no longer papers. I got a box.
Yeah.
You know something? You're right. Because as it turns out, the Chinese, they're not buying as many luxury goods as they were like 3-4 years ago as well. So the luxury market all over the world is actually turning to shit. So because it's even here in England and all over the world. The only
Forbin, it would be about $1,000 more, but I don't disagree with you.
The other watch I sold. Here we go.
The only place it says it's.
Yes, go ahead, Archibald.
The other watch I've sold. 2 watches that the community didn't really like, but
this is shocking, guys. By the way, this next announcement, quite frankly, is a bit shocking.
Okay, guys, here it is. I'm going to tell you. I got rid of the Zenith Open Heart.
Whoa!
Sold it cheap.
After all that.
And I got rid of the JLC Master Compressor.
I liked one and I really hated the other. But you loved that Zenith, and up until 2 days ago, you swore you'd never sell it. So what I want to know is, how bad did that one hurt?
Archie,
I'll show you what hurts. Okay, let me show you what hurts. Okay,
how bad did that hurt?
I'm going to show you what hurts. Okay.
Yes.
Let me show it to you because I think you guys need to see what hurts and what doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm seriously contemplating this as a purchase, but I don't know.
Those are expensive. Really? I thought you were going to pay down debt.
Okay, I am. I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Okay. The next thing I'll show you. This is what it looks. That's what the 4. These are the watches I packed up. Let me just show you. I had to pack them up. Look at this. Okay.
Super chat.
Oh fuck! Look at that. That hurts. Look at the Zenith. That photo looks so
sad. Is it sad?
Beautiful.
It's peeking out.
We got a super chat. $2. Honestly, congrats, Art. Rebuilding. No, it's debt. I'm not rebuilding nothing. In fact, I've still got some pieces for sale. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Brag.
Okay, let's have a look at this.
Brag.
Oh!
That one.
That hurt.
That's gotta hurt.
That hurts.
But you can always replace that.
Ah!
Oh, that's tough. But you can replace that too. Terry, what do you want to say to Archie?
So I know how hard that is because it seemed like it hurt his balls when he did that. But it's like this though. Yeah, I know because here's the thing. The Explorer 2, reason why not to sell it is because it's been estimated in the next 2 to 3 years that could soar up in value 35% more than the new ones because of that.
Good.
You know what I'm talking about? Because of the dial and everything.
Nice.
The same thing with like the older GMT masters and all that. If you look at like GMT masters from like 30 years ago, all over the world they're going for like 28,000 up, and that's in steel. That's the Cokes and the Pepsis.
Super chat.
So yeah.
Super chat.
Okay, I got to tell you this. Okay,
Tell
please. Super
us.
chat mobster, $2. I need a gay man's advice on dressing better. Tips.
Well, definitely don't ask me. Actually, the one to ask is Archie, who is the gayest straight man I know, because Terry and I are wearing T-shirts. At least Archie has a collar.
Archie, the bespoke man.
Yes, thank you.
Well, give
Let
him
me
a
just
tip.
show you some painful. I want to go through this because it's painful. Let me show you this.
Yes, but wait a minute.
Here.
Give him a tip. Give him a, come on, one tip.
I'll give you a tip. Always wear long sleeve shirts and collars.
Were you wearing a long sleeve shirt and a collar with shorts when you met Terry Stern, the president of Patek?
No, because I had no choice.
You were forced to wear short pants.
You know, I've actually got a Xena polo on today.
Well, sorry, mobster. Nobody is going to give you a tip. All right, well, hold on. Go ahead. Give the man a tip.
I've actually got an Emranigini. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his name. He's Italian. How do you pronounce it? I can't pronounce his first name.
Yes. Megna Gildo Zegna.
Megadildo.
He's Sicilian. I can't pronounce it.
Megadildo Smegma. Okay, there's your tip.
Oh, he's Sicilian. I didn't know that.
Super chat.
Super chat. Thomas Burnett, £5. Being Rolex-less beats having a HELOC, Arch. Good on you for settling your debts. You can always get a Rolex in the future. Have some. I'm going to get another piece of flake. One minute.
Flake? What does that even mean, piece of flake? Does that mean chocolate? What does that mean, flake? Bright CB, didn't it sound like
he'll buy another Rolex, but it probably won't be the one he wants.
There's a store near me that has
chocolate. Flake is an amazing. Let me show you this to you. Flake is an amazing chocolate. Look at that's it there. Look.
Oh, they have them in England. I've had them. They
they're
flaky. Yeah, I had that last time I was in England.
Yes, they do, but then they were sold to an American branch.
You ate the whole fucking thing in one bite. You couldn't even show us what was in the middle. You ate the whole thing. Okay, Mike, do you have a fashion tip?
I'm just a jeans and t-shirt kind of guy.
So have you ever worn a suit, Mr. Mike?
Do you wash your jeans or do you put them in the fridge?
Of course, I wash them.
No, some people say you should put your Levi's in the freezer to kill germs and never wash them. I heard that.
Huh.
Yeah,
no, I actually, you know, those scent beads. I think they're called unsmell or something. You throw these little beads into the wash, and they make your laundry smell so fucking good.
Something?
I use M&Ms for that same purpose.
Sir Churchill, he actually had his suits made by Hart, Schaffner and Marx, which is a Chicago brand. It was true. When he actually had his suits made in America, they were made by a brand that Obama wore called Hart, Schaffner and Marx out of Chicago, Illinois. They've been around since 1887.
His mother was American. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was half American.
Who's that?
Winston Churchill.
They made Obama suits. Yeah, I knew that. But he, though, and Mr. Churchill.
He wore a Breguet. Did you know that?
Yeah, he did. He also wore one of the first edition Datejust.
Oh, interesting. You learn something new every day.
Well, please.
I love Terry.
Please.
Come on. I love Terry. You know I love you, Terry.
This is a beautiful
I love you
collection in
too.
itself, guys.
If only somehow magically our worlds would collide, I'm sure we would have a great time.
I 100% agree. I absolutely. Next time I come to London, we are.
I'll tell you
Look at
what.
this. Look, Mark,
I'll
I'll
Mark,
give you a
Fantastic.
pain if we meet.
Mark, look at this.
Yeah, that's sad. What'd you get for it?
I got my money back.
I liked it. You bought it well. You should try it.
It's a column wheel vertical clutch chronograph. You know who we need to have? We need to have Clive saying now how much he loves it. Can we get him to say that?
All right, hold on. Siri, call Clyde Anderson.
That's a
on
nice
speaker.
watch. But
Calling Clyde
I don't know.
Anderson.
I think the Daytona might look better.
This Clyde.
Okay, Clyde, we're live on the air. Archie has sold the Jaeger LeCoultre master compressor, and he really wanted to hear you say now that he sold it how much you love it, and that he shouldn't have sold it.
I don't know. I'll ponder it. I'm in the middle. I'm getting all sorts of phone calls for some reasons. It's National Call Your Attorney After Hours Day.
I see. Well, when you can, ask me for a link, and we'll get you on here. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Clyde won't even.
What did he say?
He said it must be National Call Your Attorney After Hours Day because he's getting a lot of client calls right now.
Is that good or bad for him?
No, it's good. Money is money. No money, no honey. No money, get the fuck in jail.
So how much is that retail? Oh, of course, I know you didn't buy it new, but how much is that retail? 20,000, 25,000?
35?
Ooh.
25,000?
35.
35. Okay, so for that same exact amount of money, you could have bought back your Maserati Blue Dial Daytona.
No, for less.
Yeah, for about 27. So yeah.
Funnily enough, I paid Maserati Dial Daytona. I could have got 2 of those JLCs for one Maserati.
Yeah, because
Do you know why? Because that
They're wanted.
dial for that Daytona is rare. They're going to
Okay.
shoot up in value now.
Now let's have a look at some more painful things. Bring that back up, Mark.
All right. Here we go.
These are some painful photos. Look at this. Look at this. So beautiful. Look at that. How is the condition?
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I love that watch. It's this giant monster chunk of gold diver chrono.
This is painful. Look at that.
Of everything you sold, that's the one that I regret. Everything else could have gone.
That's the best one.
But that was a good one. I know nobody liked it, but I did.
The Zenith.
Yeah.
Dennis is a good watch. Very good watch.
The El Primo is better from behind, as are most things, right, Terry?
Yeah. You know, because like that Zenith.
This
you could've
hurts.
walked with
The
shorts,
bluesy
you
does
know.
hurt. The bluesy hurts. Okay,
Yeah,
the
but
bluesy hurts.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
They're everywhere. You can always replace them. I mean, that's a good watch.
I'll just show you.
But
Oh, that's not mine. They're not mine. Yeah, so that really is very, 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 very painful.
yeah.
I don't know what to say really. It's
Well,
fucking.
Would super chat therapy help you?
Of course it would. But look, I gotta say this. Let me say one thing to you, okay? The reason I'm fidgety today, I don't know if you noticed, I was late starting the show. I was walking around because I can't fucking stand it.
I mean, that's fair. You
I
know,
can't fucking
that's fair.
stand it.
I
can't stand it.
understand,
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it, Mark. I can't stand it.
It's a very tough day. Mike, do you have any words to comfort the pontiff?
Man, I don't know really what I could say to help really comfort him. I know it must hurt. It obviously hurts.
Well, here's
I
my
feel
words
for
of
you.
comfort.
I feel for you.
Everything you sold, you can buy back again eventually. There's not
Easily,
one thing.
and not even hard to hunt down and find either.
Yeah, there's no unicorn there.
What do you
Yeah.
sell the IWC for?
He didn't sell it.
I haven't sold it yet.
So
Is
how
it on
much
the
you asking
chopping
for that? 6,500.
No. I'm asking for 4.5 Aussie.
Ooh, it's a
And
good
that
deal.
is that the big pilot one?
Terry, no.
You know,
I
One
love
day
you
Ret-
too, Terry.
One Day Retro does have a point here. You know the situation's bad when Archie is forced to make a sensible decision.
I love you too, Archie.
Madman!
$50. That's a good one. $50.
He's
Man,
got a point.
you've been practicing.
Well, Terry can explain, but I have a lot of practice holding my breath. $50 super chat, Archie.
It's all about voice management at the
It's
beginning.
circular breathing. I can breathe in as you're exhaling. It's what trumpeters do.
Breathe through your nose
Madman,
there.
$50. Speaking of Maserati Blue Dial, what the fuck, Arch? No Rolex. You kept 3 Breguets over the Bluesy and Polar. So what makes your balls more sore? Mrs. Lie or being without a Rolex? Fuck me dead. At least last time it was 5 texts. Let the therapy begin.
Well, that was some serious super chat therapy. Super chat therapy.
I gotta put this away. I'll just eat it because I'm so depressed. I'm grunge eating.
Put it away. Terry, you've got 3 minutes to fill and go.
So basically, I understand what he's going through, and it's midlife mall depression. But it's like this though with Archie. I love you too, and hopefully at some point in the future, in the near future, you can get all your watches back and be happy ever after, and you get out of debt. You know, but I understand being in debt what it's like. You know, because when you're in debt, then you can't hardly get out of it. And unless you're rich, you know, you got like a spare 500,000 somewhere or something. It can be difficult to try and get out of debt, you know.
Now, Terry, I have a question for you. Are you in an extra good mood because you broke a 7-year dry
Yeah,
spell
go ahead.
today? Are you in a good mood because you broke a 7-year dry spell today?
Yeah, I'm in a very good mood. You know, it sort of like had a positive influence in my life, you know, and
Yeah.
told
Did
me,
it-
you know,
did it,
maybe
like,
I could
send
get
the-
back out there again, you know.
Did it send the endorphins coursing through your body again?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
Archie.
man.
What do you?
Oh,
what
of
do you-
course it did. Yes, of course.
Now,
Thank you.
You know what's crazy, got Archie? Oh wait, hold on. We've got Clyde. And we've got Clyde. Clyde, Archie has a question for you. Go ahead, Archie.
Clive, I just need you to tell me how much you love the JLC.
Okay, wait a minute. Before I answer that, let me ask you a question. Did you sell all your Rolex?
Yes.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not going to talk to you then.
He hung up. I guess Clyde doesn't talk to Rolex less. Rolex less. Men.
So,
Member chat.
I tell you,
Member chat.
Madman, my Maserati dial brother, hey fellas. Now, I want to explain something to you.
45 months. Thank you, Mr. Zoso.
Member for 45 months.
I mean, that's amazing.
Madman,
It's like 4 years.
my Maserati dial brother, hey fellas.
Hey, boo. Speaking of hey, boo, where the fuck is Kelso? Where the fuck you been, Keslo? Get your ass in here. It's Terry's special day.
By the way, it's a Mark 18. It's a Petite Prince Mark 18. That is what I am. I am actually putting that up for sale. I'm just going to get it up on the screen. You can have a look at it. So it's a Mark 18 Petite Prince. That's the one, Terry.
Okay, so that's actually a pilot's watch style. It's rather nice. And
$2,200 bucks, 22 Great British pounds.
Oh my, that's very cheap. That's good value.
Yeah, no. I'm just want to get rid of it. I also want to sell my Pam. Okay, I want to sell my Pam. You know, this is the one I got that beautiful blue strap. I want to sell that.
5,000.
Actually, a bit cheaper. 5,000 US. Actually, yeah. Let me tell you what I want to do. Okay, let me share this with you. I want to seriously just be honest. Okay, you might say, why the fuck did I get rid of the sub? Why did I get rid of a lot of things there? I'm 53 in October, and I only want to wear gold watches.
Gold
no more two-tone. No more. I got a beater. I got the Omega Speedmaster as a beater.
Speedmaster.
I gotta
never get rid of that one.
That was a gift. And, you know, it's Breguet's. Breguet's beater is a Swatch Omega. You know what I'm saying, don't you? So that's what I'm trying to do, man. I got to tell you,
man.
What I've done is I'm keeping the 3 Bregs, the Paddock.
Breguets.
I had to clear other stuff. So I actually want to get rid of a lot of stuff. I needed them. Look, basically, I blew through the money, and I got to put some back into the HELOC because I've got the termite problem. I'm just telling you, okay? Don't be
when you
upset.
do get back on your feet, what do you want to buy next?
You know what? Can I tell you this honestly?
Frank?
No bullshit.
And honest.
I don't want to buy anything.
Not even the gold sub?
You know, let me say this to you, Terry.
Uh-oh.
Terry?
Listen closely.
The only watch I would sell my world time for is a gold sub. That's the only watch. That's the only watch. Out of the entire Rolex range, the only watch, okay, I like the Pepsi, I like the Batman, I like the Hulk. Not enough to pay the premiums, but...
When you owned your gold sub, did you feel like king?
Look, I did, but it's a ceramic. It's not a. I want a ceramic one. If I got a gold sub, it'd have to be ceramic. And let me tell you this as well. It would have to be ceramic.
What if it came to the possibility you could do a trade, like in the next year or so, if one came up, you know, you wanted?
Super chat.
Mr. Zoso, $5. Nice to see you, Mark. Hope all good. I'd buy that, Zenith. Always like, yeah, it is a look. It's a deal's been done. It's all gone. Look, the big problem is, Mr. Zoso, is international transactions are hard.
Hard fuckers.
It was a beautiful watch. It was really beautiful. I got to tell you, I'm thinking about getting rid of the pan. I'm going to put that out for sale.
$20. Super chat. $20.
$20. Archie, been watching you since the solid gold sub and president. You've risen from the depths of hell. A small bump in the road is no big deal for you. During my dark days, you made me laugh. Thanks for the entertainment. Look, guys, I got to tell you, I'm sending the car back as well. I'm giving the car back. I'm giving the car back, Mark.
Thank you.
Why are you giving the car back?
You want to thank the man?
Your BMW?
Richard, thank you so much. I really can't afford it. I've got to I've got to wait until the end of the lease, the fleece. Then I'm gonna. I honestly, it's a lot of money, and
You're giving
when
back your
German cars
BMW.
get over 5 years old, guess what happens?
What happens?
A lot of the plastic stuff starts to break. Isn't that right, Mike?
Wasn't my experience on my BMWs. Their interiors were nice.
Yep.
Very,
I'm
very
talking
nice.
about the water pump, the plastic tank for water and oil and shit.
I guess so. I mean,
You know, I have a major announcement to make, which we can do a little bit later this show. But
You
I
know, on
have
all the new Toyotas,
a
you have
major-
what?
they use plastic.
What's
water
your
pumps
major
now, too.
announcement?
I have a major life announcement. You want to hear it?
Oh, please, full screen.
All right, full screen, full screen. From today forward, you may refer to me as Reverend Mark or the Very Reverend Mark, if you prefer, because I am now a Reverend of the Universal Life Church, and I have been licensed to marry people in the United States in 50 states of the Union.
really?
Yeah, and I'll be conducting, I'll be officiating at my niece's wedding this fall.
Congratulations. I didn't know you
Wow.
were religious.
So, well, I am now officially a religious pastor.
I didn't know you were religious, Mark.
I mean, it really depends on whether it's tax deductible or not, doesn't it? I mean, let's be honest about this.
Basically, just
Mark.
a few forms.
So now, you know, like when I travel to officiate a wedding, I believe I can actually, you know, write off the entire, you know, trip. I could probably write off the wedding.
You're a
gift.
celebrant?
I am now, in fact, a celebrant. I can do weddings. I can do funerals. I can do.
Can you do
baptisms.
divorces?
I can do a blessing on your divorce. Just let me know when you're ready. We can do that transatlantic. I'm ready. Trans-Pacific. I'm ready. I'm here for you. But anyway, guys, just so
Wow,
you know,
Mark.
if you want to be married by the Very Reverend Dog Trainer, or buried, we can work this out. If you have a ritual circumcision coming up and you need a blessing, I got you covered.
I just can't believe it, Marky. That's fantastic
Yeah.
news. You're a
Don't wait
good
for
guy.
that, Terry. You're not going
Color
anywhere. We're not
me
done with you.
impressed.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. I've got to go take my dog for an evening walk, okay? So, but I'll be on tomorrow. Cheerio to all. God bless you, Archie.
Hey,
Hope things get better. See you
Terry,
tomorrow.
thanks for coming
Bye.
on, man. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
God bless you all. Bye.
Bye,
Super
Terry.
chat. Super
We got
chat.
another super chat, P Clan. Great to see Madman and Mr. Zoso back. Get rid of Choc Codeberg and get Bear, Tommy Hoff, Neo Bondage, and Ron the Shrink back. You'll have a great show. I actually love Mark Goldberg. Mark
You know,
Goldberg is,
if you want me to go, Archie, I'm ready whenever you want me to go.
I love you, Mark. I honestly,
I love
I'll
you
be
too.
honest with you, times have been bleak. And I must say, I'm very, very cool to have you on my streams. It really,
Always happy to be here to fist P-Clan in the comments. Always happy.
look, I got to tell you something. It's not easy. Look, Mark, I want to talk to you.
Yes.
And do you honestly see it was a mistake? See, there's so many small collections.
No.
I wanted to stay Breguet man, Breguet man, Breguet
Yeah,
man.
you're still a Breguet man. You are not a roller.
And I wanted to keep my world time. I really love that watch. And if I wanted to do that, and if I needed to raise a certain amount of money, I needed to let some shit go.
You did. You sold the obvious. You sold the obvious watches. I mean, but really everything else right now that's not Breguet and is not Patek is kind of like small money. So if you want big money,
Well, the Breguets.
I mean, I think that Patek sooner or later you're gonna just rip the Band-Aid off. I suspect that, but right now I suspect you'll read this super chat.
Ross Rachel Brady Network. Ross Rachel Brady Network. Ross Rachel Brady Network. Ross Rachel Brady Network. $5. Archie, then things will get better. There is a bump in the road. People thought I could not make my own network, and I did. We have hard times, but we made it. Yeah, I look, I got to be totally honest with you, Mark.
Yes. And
Mike. Oh, Mike's on the phone. Mark, do you think I made a serious mistake there? Please tell me.
I'm here. I just
Sorry.
Did he fuck up? I think he's correcting course. What do you think, Mike?
I don't think it was a wrong move in any way, shape, or form. I mean, the Rolexes can be easily re-gotten, and yeah, you know. But obviously, you loved the watches you had, and you had to sell a few, and that part hurts. I'm very familiar with that part of it. Being, you know, so good at losing money.
You know, Mike, one of the punters said earlier that your collection is now better than Archie's. Super chat.
The rancher, $2. You fucked up. Well, you know, put it this way. Let's face it. One paddock is better than a whole lot of mediocre garbage.
Well, Rolex is not mediocre garbage, but nonetheless, what you did was you enjoyed those watches, and now you've gotten your money back out of them. How's that a mistake, Clydesy? Clydesy, how's that a mistake? Clydesy, I'm dropping you a link. You should come on and defend yourself.
I got to be honest with you, Mike. It was hard to do it, but I wanted to keep the 3 Breguets because I'm a Breguet man.
Well, you still are.
You know, one of my Breguets, Andrew Morgan touched.
Did you collect DNA off of it?
Tim Musso touched one of them.
Can we clone them?
You know what the saddest thing is, but can I tell you, when I drove that Bentley, yes, I was wearing the gold JLC. That coolness. I'm going to just play that commercial. Take a look. I want you to see this commercial. When I was driving the Bentley, I was wearing the gold JL. Let's have a look at this commercial.
Well, I do like the way you walk. I like the way you walk.
Did you see that Breguet in the Bentley? I look so fucking cool, man. I look cool.
Yeah, but what about the JLC? You just said you were wearing the JLC.
I was. I look cool. I mean, that's the sad thing.
Why do you make a Breguet commercial wearing a JLC?
Because that's so cool to do that. Not even wear the product. You know, so arrogant.
Okay.
Do you get it or not? You don't get the joke?
I'm still stuck on the designer named Meg.
Those have been the best finished watches I've encountered. Okay, Archie Luxury Livestream. If that's really Archie Luxury, I salute you, my man. I know you're on the other side of the world and you're getting up early to watch that. What else is going on here? We got.
I love the fact that he thinks you're such a celebrity that he wasn't even sure it was really you.
You know, he's actually a really nice guy, Tim. I met him. He's such a lovely
Did you
guy.
put your fingers around his wrists because he's got those little 16 centimeters wrists? Did
I
you
let him fondle my Breguet Type 21. And the funny thing is, can I tell you this? I sold the watch box. You know that green watch box I bought off Keslovitz, the Keslovitz box.
Hey, boo.
Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually
Come on.
that box was actually, he has a Breguet Type 21 as well in gold. Can you believe that?
Can't believe it.
And I tell you what makes me sad. You know what makes me sad is when I see pictures like this. Let me show you. This was a perfect three-piece, right?
Because if you said what makes me sad, Rancher would have just
Look at
said your
this.
whole wife.
I don't have the bluesy anymore. That was a perfect three-piece, Mike.
Well, now it's down to 2 meal.
It's
That's still burger and fries. You just sold the Coke.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
It's
say.
3-piece. But hey, man, shit got stirred up.
I want to know, what are you doing with the money? Was the money deposited, and have you put it down back into the HELOC? Like where?
Okay. I can tell you the money. Let's go through the money, okay?
Yes.
So I had 51,600 came in. 80. That's like the IRS. I paid 1,960 to the IRS. My NAB Visa card, $10,000 was paid. My Commonwealth Bank MasterCard, 15,000 was paid.
Ooh, we're running out of money now.
BMW Finance was paid $6,000. And the last one was HELOC. I put 18,640.
Oh, all right. Well, you made a considerable reduction of debt then, and which really is going to lower your monthly payments and all that interest that you've been hemorrhaging quite a bit better. We have a member chat, madman, for 50 months. That's like 5 years.
I think you did good, Arch.
You did real good. Madman, member for these guys are just being nice, Arch. Yes, you absolutely massive fucked up. No longer a pontiff, but a Breguet man. Still love you though. You know this. You see. You understand. Wait. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, Mike, it's you and me.
Mike, I hope you don't get angry at me. I sold the sub. The reason I did it. Can I ask some advice?
You never listen to advice, but go ahead.
Do you think I should keep the Pam as my diver, or I should say fuck it off? What would you do?
I'm not a fan of that Pam one bit.
Okay, you're making me like it, Mike. You're making me like it. Okay, Marky, what about you?
I'm with Mikey. Pam must go. It's not a diver. It doesn't have a bezel. No dive bezel, no diver.
It's a two-hander.
Yeah, we don't
but I can actually read. I can actually tell the time without glasses, Marky.
Well,
I can actually read the thing. You know that?
Listen, watches are not about telling the time. You don't even have to set them. You know that the Gin Tangler doesn't even set his watches. They're jewelry. It doesn't matter what time it is. No. What else you have that could be a diver?
I actually want to get a Breguet Marine.
Well, wait. What? I thought we were getting a Super Ocean Heritage. Breitling.
You know what? I think realistically, Mark, I think I need less than more.
All right. But
I'm going to get rid of some boxes too. I got the Skeletto del Tempo box to get rid of.
What about pens? Let's talk about that. You've been very, very resistant about pens, and you get angry at me every time I raise the subject for more than a minute.
Well, the pens are more, these are just tools to write with.
Yes, I understand. How much are they worth?
I haven't, I'll have to tell you, okay?
Yes, tell me. Any 5 of your choice. That's only that's less than half the collection. How much could you get for 5?
I mean, do you really think I should sell some pens? Why?
Because you've got mental clutter. Those pens, you just bought them all on a lark. You didn't need them. You didn't even necessarily want them. You just got onto a buying jag and you just kept buying. It was like you were eating in the middle of the night. You were just like buying in the middle of the night. And it's time to pay the piper. You don't write that much. A man needs a good pen, and that's it. I mean, I've sold millions of dollars worth of my product and service without using a Bic. But fine, you like a pen? Have a nice pen. Pick one, your best pen. Then pick your second best pen, then your third best pen, and sell everything.
Okay, this is the best pen.
Keep the two that
This
are
is
right
the
on.
third best pen. So third best pen.
So there's your collection. Sell the rest and the box.
I love them, but you know what I mean?
I know, but you know.
The box, well, that's an Amazon box. That's one of the shit sort of garbage you guys.
Well, good. But I mean, sell the rest of it. Like, listen, what do you love more, those pens or your crippling debt? Which do you love more? If you love the crippling debt, keep the pens.
I think realistically, Mark.
Yes.
Will you still respect me not having a Rolex?
I will still respect you in the morning. You've got a bunch of gold watches with overcoils.
I want to ask you, I was in a relationship one stage, right? And this girl, she said, I broke up with this girl and she said, do you want to have breakups? I said, I thought you got a new boyfriend. She goes, yes, I do. But we haven't committed to exclusive yet. I want to see you before we go exclusive. What the hell does that mean?
It means one last one for old time's sake.
Why would you do that?
Why would you even ask the question? Why
You
are we
just
talking
do.
about this? Terry was offered a little something, and he didn't go, well, why do you want to do it? He was just like, here I come. Why are you asking questions like this? Why would she do it? Because obviously you have the golden Petzela. She liked it.
Incredible.
She had a pet.
Because she's very passive aggressive, this woman. So I can't have her thinking that she actually liked me. That's the thing I just can't get my head around.
Well, I don't think you need to get your head around it. You gave her one for Old Lang Syne.
Yes.
I mean, listen. Who looks a freebie? Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Never look a gift, in the what. By the way,
you did that yesterday, and they told you, "Are you asking me to leave?" Or you gave them a gift horse.
What do you call a deaf gynecologist?
What's that?
A lip reader. Anyway, don't ask questions. A lady wants to give you a little, send off, a little fare thee well, a little fuck me and get the fuck out. Then you just take what you can get, right? What do you think about the OnlyFans, Archie? I feel like we could pay off another chunk of the HELOC with an OnlyFans page. $5 or $10 a month. I think you'll get some subscribers.
I'm not sure. I don't like what you have to do there, but
well, you just have to
crosses a professional line. I'm not happy about.
Sniff your panties, show your nipples. This is stuff. Show your balls. These are all things you've done for free on this live stream over the years.
Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
I don't know whether to cry or laugh with you sometimes.
Well, I'm here for you. I'm also here. I'm here at your best of times and your worst of times.
Let me say something to you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, now that I've actually, basically what I've done is I've sold watches off to pay off consumer debt.
Yeah, you've done a good job of that. So
should I cancel the card?
I just want to know, did you hold back any of that money, or did you designate all of it towards debt repayment?
All of it.
All right, because I didn't do the math. Let's talk about whether we get rid of a card right after this super chat.
Watch Nerd Nick, $9.90. You need to keep the Seiko now as your only diver.
It's not a bad watch. I kind of like the it's a Marine Master.
It's blue. It's the blue dial. The beautiful.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people love their Seikos. I have like 5 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's, you know, it's acceptable until something else comes along. But now, what were we talking about before that, though? I forgot.
It's acceptable before something better comes along. That's what you're saying to me. Is that right?
That's right. Mike, you'd wear a Seiko, right?
I do. Love it.
It's acceptable
I own
until
3.
something better comes along.
People are wanting me to fire up my weed eater.
We have a suggestion here, Archie, that you sell your gold tooth. I'm remembering the time that you swallowed it. And looked through your own poop. Looked through your own poop. Pooped into a bag and then squeezed the bag for like a week and never did find the tooth.
I remember when I broke my front tooth, I bit into a piece of bacon and I heard the little tink. You know
what?
It had broken.
Was a fucking chicken McNugget and on a fork.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
I heard the little tink.
You know, they're not even allowed to call them chicken McNuggets in certain parts because they...
Yeah.
What do they do? How do they make chicken McNuggets? It's not beautiful, is it?
You know what? It's in a secret laboratory in Area 51. Archie, real quick, I'd like to know, do you think there's any chance that gold tooth is still inside you? Because you never found it. So what if it's still in there?
Maybe it is.
Well, maybe we need somebody to look for it. We can talk to Terry and ask if he's willing.
You'll have to do a mass body index weight test on him.
If he's willing to go in.
See if he comes out over.
Pavel, $2. What kind of bath are we going to take on the BMW? Okay, so the BMW, I got a couple of problems with the BMW. Okay, number one, if I'm going to return it, I got to return it in good order, meaning tires need to be correct. And okay, so with the BMW, I've got a full circle on it. Okay, so the only problem is I still got 18 months to go. I'll show you. I'll bring it up. They got a great app. They've got a great app. Do you use their app, Marky?
Yeah, I mean, not often, but I have the Lincoln app. Yeah, I do.
Oh, you got the Lincoln app. Is it any good?
Yeah, I mean, I can start the car, lock the car, unlock the car, check the mileage, check the oil.
Yeah.
It's all right. You know, it used to be if I forgot where I parked it, it would tell me, but now just like Apple Maps does that pretty well.
It doesn't tell you where you parked it?
It does, but I don't need it because, you know, Apple and Google Maps all, you know, do that for you now better than the Lincoln app.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me call. I'm just loading it up. I don't know why my cell phone is
loaded up.
You know, after so many years, your cell phone dies. Have you found that?
Well, they get slower. Plus, you're in a garage. Maybe your reception's, you know, not too good.
This is better than my house.
Is it?
Oh, fuck.
Are you up on the heights?
Yeah, no, this is...
Are you going to use the pool while you're there?
It's winter. It's winter.
He doesn't heat it? Turn on the heater.
No, we don't have heating pool in Australia. No, no one does that. We don't do that.
Do you do it like a solar cover? We have these plastic solar covers that concentrate heat into the pool.
Let me go and get the password. I got to get the Wi-Fi password. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
And he's off. Mikey, he's gone. And Mikey's gone too. So guys, it's just 162 of you and little old me. Look, I'm going to show you just a little funny thing about the Breitling clasp. Okay, here's the thing. When you open that, now what you should do is get a fingernail under there. I mean, you could break a fingernail trying to open that. So on a Breitling clasp, they're very impossible to open there. What you do is you just go to the back. And then it just pops right open, okay? So always go to the back of the clasp for a Breitling after you've opened the clamshell on the front.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I don't know why that is, but it is definitely that way. I made a little video about that mic. It's on my channel, and I don't know, it's got like 50,000 views, and a lot of people saying thank you because
yeah, no, that's I mean, it's laws of leverage.
yeah, they're very hard to work until you do it. The law of leverage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful, Mark. I like that blue.
And you know what? The lume is outrageous on this watch. It's very, very, very. And I'm because I'm a Lumi guy. I love Arabics and I love lume, and this has all that. So
And that's a Breitling.
it is a Breitling Super Ocean 42 millimeter, not current generation, second to the last.
And like around 2,800.
So yeah, you could probably find a used one for that. They're discontinued, but I think easily available at call it 2,900.
Okay, under 3.
Yeah, just under.
Yeah.
Here, a blonde one under.
Okay.
And the current ones, which don't have the date, this one has the date. The new ones don't have the date, then they're like about $1,000 more. But I like a date. You know.
The old ones do have a date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the pop.
Where's it located?
At 3:00. See it, Mikey?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the old style. Okay.
Pop of red on the second hand is a nice touch. It is indeed. You can kind of see it there.
Oh yeah.
Pop of red, guys. It's very nice. I have an Orient. I honestly, for like the $200 that it cost you to get an Orient diver, super well worth it. I like my Orient. I do. But I also like my Breetlings. All right, what are you doing there, Archibald?
Okay, here we go. Have a look. Here we go. That's the details on the car.
9th of each month, you owe $1,029. Your last payment was not available. Ooh. Oh, you got a loan balance of $40,800. Quite a balance. When you're all done, when you're all done paying that $40,000, will you own the car?
40,000 I would, but what happens is at the end of the term I still owe 25 in 18 months time.
And then you can give it up and you get nothing.
I can return it or buy it.
What would you buy it for?
25
more.
Okay, so it's very, very similar to what we just call a lease. I mean, it's not that different. What are you going to do? Will it be worth 25 when you get down to 25 in balance?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If it's worth substantially less, you'd give it back, right?
Same as a lease.
But what they do is that's when they go over the car and say, hey, when you replaced the windscreen, you didn't use an official BMW windscreen.
Yeah,
penalty.
so,
The tires you put on were actually not up to spec to the tires that we supplied originally.
Penalty.
You understand how it works, don't you?
Well, I never leased a car, but yes, I know how they do it.
So at the moment, the problem is if I got rid of it, look, I'd probably struggle. I'd struggle to get 40 from a dealer. This is Aussie dollars, so it's 1/3 cheaper than for you Americans. So that's like 30. Okay, we're talking 30 US.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like your stinking Lincoln. What's it worth? You said 25.
You know, it's funny you should mention because these things drop like a rock on the secondary market. Well, first of all, I did not buy it used because it's stupid to buy them used. So although I've lost value, I didn't lose nearly the value I would have if I bought it new. My car is, and this is funny to me because it's super loaded. It has every option that Lincoln ever made in that year, which is a lot. There's only one new feature that I don't have, which is that self-driving shit that I don't like. I tried it on a rental and it scared me. So anyway, and my car has 60,000 miles, which is very low mileage, and it's bumper to bumper, zero deductible warranty for another 2 years. But it's worth private party sale like 34,000, trade in 29. So it's stupid to get rid of it. I have to drive it because it'll cost me 90 to replace it. with anything nearly as nice because it's very, very nice.
It'll cost you 90.
Yeah, because I would need to get like a I don't know, a Mercedes station wagon, or
I thought we were looking at the Audi Q5 for fuck's sake.
The Audi Q5 is kind of cheap, but I would probably want the Q7, which is bigger.
No. I think a Q3 would be enough.
No, they're very small, too little, too dinky, winky, binky. It's America. We have big highways.
The thing is, the Q5 is beautiful.
It's, you know what, I would consider the Q5. It's a 5-passenger car, and I think I don't know why they're so cheap. I think the Q5 is a very, very good deal. So if I want to downsize my square footage, then I would certainly look at the Q5. But then I would want to compare.
Q5 is a beautiful car. What engine would you get?
Well, I know I would want the 6-cylinder. I think they have a 4 and a 6, right? I would want the 6 because it has a bit more, oomph.
Yeah. I'm just going to call that up there. That's actually a nice car, Mark. It's a beautiful car.
I don't know why they're so much cheaper than than a lot of they're like $50,000 used. Just
because
used. They're really cheap.
Because Audi's always been a little bit cheaper than Beamer or Mercedes, but they got a lot of. Okay, this is the Q5, right? Yeah. So when you look at engines, so the 35, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have in Australia. See, we've only got. Well, that's a diesel.
No. Listen. Why don't you?
You want gasoline, don't you?
Hang on. Yes. Why don't you go to autotrader.com, which will show you the whole American market.
Oh, so just having a look
here.
Okay, so Marky, this one here. That's a gasoline.
You're seeing Aussie prices and engines. You look at the American one.
Autotrader.com, is that right?
Correctamundo. That is there are others, but that's a super common one.
You like Autotrader?
Yeah, it's all right. It's an okay site.
Okay, Audi Q5.
Yeah, we're not seeing it though. I don't know. You got to share screen.
No, I'm going to share it now for you.
Okay.
See, what I find interesting is, okay, Autotrader. And what postcode? Give me a zip code.
60156. Close enough. 60656.
Okay, here you go. That's the 2-liter petrol. Just get the 2-liter, Mark. $56,000.
Yeah, I told you. I think they're a pretty good price. And look
that's
the
4-cylinder.
Right, but
are those front-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive, Marky.
I think some of these are like, look at them. They're like 40.
Really?
It's the Quattro. You want the Quattro version, Mikey?
Okay.
We get snow here, so I need a Quattro.
I get it now. Yeah.
And I would get one that still had factory warranty, so I could add factory warranty. You know how that works. If it still has factory warranty, you can add. If it's expired, they make it harder to add.
They're a nice car.
Ron the Shrink bought one with 40,000 miles and the engine crapped out, and it was just out of warranty.
Did they help him?
No. We should have had you call them.
They said no.
I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, the story was they said no. They said GTFO.
Oh, that's nasty.
I know.
Having a look here.
But I mean, look at that. Look at those cars. They are a remarkably good price in the category. And it's a nice German car. I mean, it's no Porsche, but I liked my Cayenne. But the problem
very expensive.
Man, they got so expensive, the Cayenne, and I know from personal experience when I drove mine, I didn't get more than 10, 15,000 miles out of a set of tires.
Really?
You drove it like a Porsche. You drove it like a Porsche.
Well, I complained to the service guy. I'm like, why am I burning through tires? He goes, because it's a Porsche and you drive it like one.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that answer did not, it raised my testosterone a couple points, but my wallet did not like it.
those cars actually were known for handling
You
really
like this
well.
color? Marky, do you like this color?
I can't see because it's tiny. What? Yeah, it's was it green, forest green? Yeah, it's all right. I could
It's
live with
snot green. I think that's snot green it's
it. I mean,
called.
it's probably not what I would choose if I had a lot of choices, but if everything else lined up.
Marky, your Lincoln, you still got a bit of use left in that, I think. You got warranty still.
You know what? That's the thing. I'm going to be driving my Lincoln until September of 2027, at least, because it is bumper to bumper covered until that point.
There you go,
Yeah.
man.
Zero deductible until
Slam dunk.
right, and it's super low. It's super shishi. It's very bougie, very very bougie. It has. Listen,
Have people
it has,
made any comments about it? Gee, you must be doing well. You drive a Lincoln.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a real. It's not like a Maybach or anything.
You said something fascinating to me last time you were on.
Mm.
You said you live in a classy area, and most people here drive Korean vehicles, Kia and Hyundai.
Well, when I said I live in a classy vehicle, I don't mean to say I live in like a rich area, because I don't. But I live in an
They're
area.
not unemployed. They all got work. They're employed.
Yeah. No, these are people who are
Middle class, respectable middle class Trump supporters.
upper middle class, but listen, it's all Chevys, Fords, Kias, Hyundais.
Well, those trucks are expensive, Mark.
You know what? My neighbor, who is an Aussie, drives a Mercedes, so I respect him more than the other neighbors.
What sort of Mercedes truck?
I think it's an S-Class, a nice one. It's a sedan.
He's got an S-Class? How old?
I believe it's not new, but it's kind of classic-ish. He's had it for, I don't know, like the 6-7 years I know him. But it's black. It's one of those designs that never changes. So it's very nice. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not so hot on that color of that car.
It's avocado.
That's why I chose it, Mike.
It reminds me of my stove in 1975.
Exactly.
Right?
Those pastels. I remember 1975.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though, guys, I like a car that I can find in the parking lot. Just like
that's true. That's a point. That's a good point.
I like a suitcase that I can see on the on the belt. Like I like something that's a little different. So that's why my Lincoln, when I saw that it was maroon, I was thrilled, because my dad drove a stinking Lincoln that was maroon back in the 80s.
Oh, your dad had a Lincoln.
My dad had a Lincoln Continental Mark III, I think is what it was called.
Fuck.
Listen to me.
He was cool.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm not done. He bought this fucking thing as an enormous car, and then he took it right from the dealer to a customizer where they chopped it and stretched it 3 feet.
Fuck. That would have cost a fortune.
I'm sure it did. But he lived in his car. He traveled all over the country by car. He was the traveling salesman. He was
For Taylor Locks.
Right. And
For Taylor Locks?
Well, at that point he was out of Taylor Lock and he was in other lock companies, but he was a sales rep. And he had a lot of lines. He was very successful. And anyway, he drove all over the country, and usually he had Mercedes. Okay. After the Lincoln, he went into Mercedes because he started going to Germany, buying a car from the Mercedes factory, driving it all over Europe, and then they would put it on a ship and ship it to him in Philadelphia, in the United States. He would drive it in the States for a year and then trade it in to his Mercedes dealer, who would pay him above list, because often it was cars they didn't even hardly have yet. Anyway, but
interesting story, Marky.
Yeah, he always had a cool car, but the Lincoln was one of the really memorable ones because he stretched it.
Yeah, did any kids or anyone, and you had that as a beta car for a while, I hear.
Yeah, my stepmother lent it to me. Hang on one sec. Hello, kitten. Baby. Are you hungry? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me hit the microphone. I can't even find it. We had to get dinner sorted. The kitten is hungry. The kitten will be fed. Anyway, I remember I went on a date and my stepmother said, "Don't take the Buick." Oh, she had a black Buick. She goes, "Don't take," which she actually gave to me. So I forgot about this. Oh my God, I forgot about this. You know, I told you about my grandfather had the black Buick. Well, when I graduated college, I had a black Buick also, because my stepmother gave me hers.
How old was it?
Oh, when she gave it to me, that car, it was probably only 5 years old when she gave it to me. It wasn't real old. I drove it for a long time, and but my dad had had that Buick, or no, my dad had the maroon stretched Lincoln Continental, and what he did was when he bought the Mercedes, he gave my stepmother the Lincoln, and she gave me the Buick, the black Buick. It was a black Buick with a black Buick Regal.
How old was it? How old was it?
Only 5 years. It was maybe 5-6 years. It was a black.
Were you cool?
It was a black Buick Regal with a red interior. I loved it. And it didn't break. Listen, here's the thing. My dad, at the time, lived in the town where he was born and where his parents were born and where his grandparents emigrated from. So I'm 4th generation from this little town in Pennsylvania. Okay. So I remember saying, and so my dad knew everybody. And because, you know, he went to school with everybody or everybody's kid. So I remember telling him I'm having trouble getting a credit card because, you know, I'm an on-the-road salesman too now, working for him, but I can't charge anything because I can't get a credit card because I'm a kid with no credit record right out of college. So he goes, "All right, come with me." And where are we going? He goes, "To the bank." And we go to the bank. The vice president of the bank was one of his classmates from high school. And he said, "You know, Pete, can you get the kid a credit card?" And Pete said, "Sure. You know, here, he's got one now. It's a, you know, it'll come in the mail in 2 days." It was like, that's how I got my first credit card.
He knew a man who knew a man who knew a man.
Yeah. He knew everybody in the entire town. Then, do you remember well, I don't know if you remember, but in this country, we had a gas crisis. Mikey, you remember?
Yes.
The gas crisis?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Okay, can I?
Yes.
Please, could you just stop for 1 minute?
Of course.
Can you stop for 1 minute?
I'm done.
Please. No. I want to bring something up for you, okay?
Yes.
I've waited for you to say those very important words.
Gas crisis?
Here's something from your friend.
Oh, gas crisis.
Good evening. It's clear that the true problems of our nation are much deeper than gasoline lines or energy shortages, deeper even than inflation or recession. A nation that was proud of hard work, strong families, close-knit communities. Too many of us now tend to worship self-indulgence and consumption. Human identity is no longer defined by what one does, but by what one owns. But we've discovered that owning things and consuming things does not satisfy our longing for meaning. We've learned that piling up material goods cannot fill the emptiness of lives which have...
What a fucking communist, okay?
Do you know what, by the way?
Reagan slaughtered him! Yeah. Reagan slaughtered him!
And this is the reason. Because he used to lecture the American people. He told us in the energy crisis to stop driving. He told us to lower the thermostat in our house to like 60 degrees, which is fucking cold. He told us to put on a sweater. He said we had malaise and that we were consumerists. In other words, he basically just lectured the American people about what assholes we were. And then Reagan came along and said, "I have a vision of the house on the hill that was America, and we're going to make America great again," which basically Trump just kind of stole Reagan's thing. But he won in a landslide because, of course, it was a much better presentation. Much better.
Too silly. You know, the funny thing is that Trump took Reagan's slogan and everybody lost their shit.
Well, it worked for Reagan and it worked for Trump twice.
Well, but nobody freaked out on Reagan like they freak out on Trump.
Well, Reagan.
That was then. That was then. This is now.
Yeah, but no, but also Reagan was more of a mainstream politician, and you know, Trump just breaks all the molds. That I think that's got a lot to do with it too. But wait. So during the gas crunch, my dad called the guy who delivered the gasoline to the local gas station, and he had that guy deliver a tank to our backyard. And my dad opened the Goldberg gas station, which was only for our cars, so we never had to wait in a gas crunch line. He literally called the gas station's supplier, who he went to college with, and he said, "I want a tank and fill it, and I'll just pay for the whole tank full, and I'll just refill it when possible." And so eventually he had to put a padlock on that pump because, you know, neighborhood kids would come around and steal gas. But we literally had our own gas station. My dad is a unique man, very, very unique.
Goldberg's gas.
He's a Democrat. Your dad was a Democrat or a Republican?
Oh, no. My dad told me that when he voted for Trump this time, he had to hold his nose, but he did, you know, he's a conservative Republican, my dad.
Oh, your dad was, what about your grandfather who drove the black Buick?
Democrats.
Ah, Democrats.
I think,
but they were more, they were more like Kennedy Democrats, weren't they?
Correct. Yeah.
Not
which is really a Republican, to be fair.
Well, a little bit more than the Democrats today. That is true.
Even Obama famously said he'd be a Republican if he were judged by the criteria of the past.
Stupid chat.
Black Cat 997 $5. The MAGA people selling tariffs sounds a lot like Carter, actually. Yes.
Yeah, you know, a little. There's going to be some pain. You're going to have to suck it up. You don't get $12. You just get one. A little bit.
Well, he didn't even, you know, they exaggerated because he didn't say anything like, I think Carter was saying he wants you to turn your thermostat down, period. And you will have to do without, period. Trump said, if it comes to that, do you really need that many dolls?
The funny thing is, you know, I like I've suddenly gained a lot of respect for Elon Musk, actually.
Because he doesn't like the super beautiful bill, huh? So now you love him.
Because he's fucking telling the truth, Doc. And I like these people who are so fucking up Trump, anything. They justify everything. But when the truth comes out, they just look, you know something? I am a capitalist, Doc.
Too silly.
And you know what?
Too silly.
Trump has been a disaster. Can you at least admit that to me?
Way
please?
Too silly. Way too silly.
No, can you please admit Trump has been an absolute disaster?
Too silly. Way
you know what I don't understand,
Very
Mark?
silly.
Mark. What I don't understand is why Harris and Biden haven't come out and said to everybody who voted for Trump, how's it working out?
Well, Biden can't say it.
Anyone done that?
Biden can't say it because he doesn't know what's going on.
Well, they haven't woken Biden up yet to tell him that he lost.
and Harris can't say it because she hasn't gotten her sobriety yet.
Oh, well, that's rude. That's so silly. Too silly.
Too silly.
Too silly.
But why haven't they come out? Like, I like the way that fucking, who's that one? Pence. Who's that? Pence? What's his name?
Pence. Mike
like
Pence,
they said, how did you find out? How do you feel about Obama? I mean, the poor bastard's dying. He goes, well, this is a man who was, you know, just be a humble cunt, you fucking cunt. What a cunt. What a fucking cunt. He goes, well, this is the man who was in the White House and he must have known his health was shit. You know what? Just fuck off.
I'm a little bit with Mr. X, by the way. Harris was a disaster and Trump is a con man. I don't think we had any great choices. I just, and that's why my dad said he held his nose and he voted Trump, because what he believed, and I think most people did, which is why, you know, Trump won for a couple of really good reasons. One was the border and the other was the economy. And the Democrats, as I now call them, the Democrats, I think they did reasonably well on the economy, but they didn't talk about it very much. And they fucked up the border so bad that they just were stupid on that one. Stupid.
Actually, by fucking up the border, that kind of damages the economy.
Well, the funny thing about that is, Doc, is that the rate of growth on the quarterly basis was bigger under Biden
What I mean is, in terms of the middle class who has to pay for the open border, that's who's paying for all these illegal
there's
immigrants to have their
doubt that,
checks.
yeah, an open border costs money. That is 100% true. But if you look at the GDP, okay, which is the indicator as to whether we're in growth or recession, it was greater under Biden than it has been under Trump. Trump is eking out small positive numbers, which is a good thing, because if they go into negative numbers 2 quarters in a row, it's a recession, and nobody wants that.
Well, the inflation is down, but the biggest thing is, even if I agree with you on what you're saying,
growth. Well,
the
no,
fact
it's just
that
math. It's just
the
dumb.
fact that the border was open means that the middle class had to suck it up. Even
well,
if they had gains,
actually, can you explain something to me? And I'm being sincere in this, because there's a thing I don't understand.
You're being sincere? The answer is too silly.
Wait. I don't understand the concept of a sanctuary city. I don't get it. Because when you declare, okay, we're a sanctuary city, then what happens is illegal migrants, specifically, that they flock there, suck up city services. Now you got to feed them, clothe them, house them, and it's your taxpayers paying for that.
It used to be that. Now it's sanctuary states.
Why do they do that, Doc? Why do they do it?
Well, because it's very simple, actually. The census looks at people rather than citizens. And so in order for these, especially if you look at California, the middle class has been fleeing California because of various factors. We won't get into it. Taxes and a bunch of junk.
Well,
so the middle class is leaving California. That normally would mean that they would be losing representation in Congress because it's based on population. But by bringing in illegal immigrants and homeless, you can count those on the census, and that maintains your numbers.
There's an explanation. I don't know if that's it, but whatever it is, I don't like it. I don't want to be a census state.
There's other things like, there are a lot of people making a lot of money on the homeless, and there are a lot of people making a lot of money on illegal immigration, like services for them and all this other stuff.
I thought they were all like NGOs.
No, well, the NGOs sometimes will get billions of dollars, and then the person who's in charge of the NGO will pay themselves a $500 a year salary.
I'm saying, okay, if I'm a resident of Chicago, Illinois, which I'm not, or if I'm a resident in New York City, which I'm not, I don't want to be a sanctuary city because of my tax dollars are going to go to support.
I think you're a sanctuary state.
In Illinois, maybe.
I know that Chicago's definitely sanctuary.
No, yeah, it is. And actually, one of the things that you notice about that, for example, is I don't know if they've changed it yet, what's going to happen now that Trump is trying to move the Venezuelans out. But there's a terminal in O'Hare Airport, which used to be used as a bus transfer center, which they closed off to the traveling public. And they put thousands of
well, first they were putting homeless in there for a while, but now they're putting illegal immigrants in there.
It's Venezuelans. Well, they're not illegal because they have temporary protected status, TPS. So Biden, they came in illegally, and Biden just waved the magic wand. Well, you're legal now. I don't have an illegal problem anymore. So, which was stupid. But anyway, there's,
But I think they're getting magically turned back because the magic wand goes both ways. So I think Trump's going to turn them back to illegal again.
Yeah. Trump just won a court ruling on that. He didn't win all his court rulings, but he did win. Last I heard, he won the ability to eliminate temporary protected status for Cubans, Venezuelans, and I forget there was one other group. I forget who it was. Maybe.
Have you got a super? No, we did that one. Sorry.
Anyway,
I don't think we're going to get super chats when we're doing political talk.
Yeah,
sorry.
I guess.
Hey guys, Doc, what do you think? I got rid of my 2 Rolexes are gone. My Zenith and my JLC. What do you think?
As I put in the group asylum there, the only thing that I don't like about that is I hate to see the bluesy go. If you needed to do it, you needed to do it, but I hate to see the bluesy go. The other ones, they're dispensable. The bluesy though, oh, that's so hard.
But did you hear how much debt he paid down? Like, he had 2 credit cards. He was behind on the Beamer, and then a tremendous whack went to the heel.
Well, that's why I said I understand that sometimes you have to do these things, but just my emotional reaction was I hate to see the bluesy go.
Yeah.
The other ones, I didn't think it was a big deal.
But honestly, you can always get a bluesy, right? They're plentiful, aren't they?
Even the bluesy, you can get another one if you want. Yeah. And you've had a pre-ceramic bluesy, and now you've had a ceramic bluesy, and you can go now back to whatever you want. in the future.
That is true. He does. He has.
And you'll have your successes. It comes and goes. So you'll have your success and you'll get another bluesy.
Good point.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know
how
what?
it...
We had a pretty nice show, guys. There were some very lovely super chats. Archie, you should be grateful. It was, I think, a good show.
Look, I want to say thank you, guys. I tell you honestly, I do apologize for walking away. The reason I've been very fidgety, the reason I was 5 minutes late, the reason is just that I just can't handle it. I got seller's remorse. But tomorrow I want to talk about what we're keeping and how I'm gonna change. What I'm actually doing is, listen to this. This is why I got rid of the Rolex. Besides the Speedy, I don't ever listen to this. The Speedy's my beta because that was a gift.
I'm wearing a Speedy.
Besides the Speedy, I never ever want to wear steel or two-tone again.
Gold.
What?
Gold.
I'm only ever going to wear gold because I'm in my 50s.
Or platinum.
Because I'm going to fucking die. I'm not going to live forever. Now it's time to say, fuck this. I'm wearing gold. Because if I don't take steps, I just wear the beaters. Like the reason I got rid of Tudors is not that I hate Tudors. It's the fact that I can't handle having, I got to wear the beaters. You got to get rid of them so then I can wear the Rolex.
Yeah,
now I've got to get rid of the steel. And you know what? I honestly, if I really did hit it big time, you know what I would buy? 40 mil ceramic bluesy. Solid gold. That's what I would do. Just like Mark's. And will I look, I don't know. But the reason I had to keep some really good guys, let's wrap this baby up. Let's thank our super chatters today. Remember,
hit the thumbs up.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna play that.
Give us a like, hit the thumbs up.
Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's time to upvote. Woo! Look, I can even do it. Watch. There. It was that easy. All I needed to do is to upvote. That's all you need to do. It doesn't even take a wiggle of your finger or even just a wiggle of one of my teeth here to upvote. Just do it.
Just do it.
Guys.
There you go.
Super chats today. Thank you. We have got the super chatters today. Let's go through the list. We had rustyswatches.com, John C, T. Guna, John C, Mobster, John C, Lolex, Mobster, Ken Fresno, Lolex, Mobster, Thomas Burnett, Madman,
$50.
Mr. Zoso, Richard Johnston, $20, P. Clan, Ross Rachel Brady Network, Madman, Watch Nerd Nick, Pavel, and Black Cat. The reason I kept the Breguets, I could never forget the joy that Thomas Burnett, that's why I got rid of the Rolex, because he wanted that. What the fuck's happened to Thomas? Has he done the deal? Has it happened? Thomas, you forgot to give us the update.
Stay tuned tomorrow.
Thomas, come on tomorrow and let's discuss it, man, because I'll bring my Breguet out and we can get you on and discuss it. Okay, guys.
Let's end on a positive note. It appears to me when I look at you, I haven't been here in a while, you've lost a little weight there, Archie.
Is that true? It's the camera.
All right.
angle.
Well, then this is a nice camera then. Keep this camera.
Here we go. We're just going to play. I'm going to play.
Later, Doc.
So just see you later,
Marky.
Mike.
Later, Mikey.
Here we go. See you later, guys.
Later.
See you later.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, today I want to plug some of the services that I offer to my audience. Guys, do you need career advice? Do you need relationship advice? Do you need any sort of advice, whether it's relating to wristwatches, your life, your career, your romantic relationship? Guys, I am here to help. That's right, guys. For $50 an hour, I provide consultancy. That's right, guys. I will talk to you and discuss your problems. Guys, $50 an hour. That's right. You might want to ask me about how you should advance your career. You might want to ask me about, should you stay in a relationship? How do you get into a relationship? How to advance your agenda. Guys, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. $50. If you are at a stumbling block in your life and you want to know how to fix your life, please, guys, I need help with the termites. Guys, $50 an hour. I will give you advice. Anything, career, relationship, watch collecting, how to deal with your family, how to deal with your Filipino or Thai girlfriend. Guys, I'm here to help. $50. PayPal to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. That's right, guys. Please, guys, this is a chance to get real advice. And I'm here to help. Here to help. That's right. Here to help you guys. And I just need you to send a PayPal to get the ball rolling, guys. I'm ready to do it now for you. That's right, guys. Here to help. PayPal to ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Get it done today. I will ring you and give you the advice that no one will tell you the truth. Guys, I am 53 in October. I have lived life. I've done all the dumb things. I've done some good things. I've done dumb things. Guys, you want to talk to someone with experience? You get Archie Luxury involved. Do it now, fuckers. That's right. Do it now. And guys, if you're looking around at watches, check out rustyswatches.com. See you in the next. Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury here. Today, guys, I want to share with you a great website that I use to check out watches. That's right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am somebody who wants to keep an eye on prices and see where the market's going. And the best website for this is rustyswatches.com. rustyswatches.com. Now, what it does, if you're in the US, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, it will list recent listings so you can see new watches as they come to market. Not only new listings, but recently price drops. So if you're keeping an eye on the watch of your dreams, Rusty's Watches is the place to go. If you've got a special watch you want and you want to get the best possible deal you can, I'd highly recommend Rusty's Watches. Now he's got some instant buttons. Patek, Breguet, Omega, Rolex, Cartier, to name but a few. Click on Breguet and it shows us recent new listings for Breguet. Hey, here's one at Watch Finder. Watch Finder has guys, I am doing this advert to deal with my termite problem. That's right, guys. I have a bit of a termite problem. But guys, check out rustyswatches.com. This is the best place to get an idea of the market. Off the market. That's right, guys. Termites confirmed. Yes, this is, check it out, rustyswatches.com. Check it out, guys. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that.